Upon entering the main chapel of the Generalate in Rome, one sees the glass coffin of Mother Clelia Merloni, and above it a statue of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, which represents the goal of our foundress's life. Christ is the one to whom she gave her entire life. On the marble wall that forms the background, there is a large heart that seems to embrace the statue of Jesus. Below it is a sort of triangle marked by two symmetrical lines that originate from the glass urn and rise upward symbolically as two hands placed in prayer that meet in contemplation and direct the gaze of the observer toward the Sacred Heart. The stylized heart and the triangle are two complementary forms. They seek each other and meet, as day and night are wed and flow in harmony. This is an encounter between beauty and contemplation. In the space created where the two forms meet, the cross deliberately rests on the heart of Christ above the coffin. In Mother Clelia's spirituality, the cross represents the place of encounter with Christ. It is in that cross that the union of Clelia's heart with that of Christ took place. In the cross of Christ, she found her safety, protection, and refuge. Below the gilded heart resting on the urn, entwined with branches and leaves covered in gold leaf, are stalks of wheat that represent the humility and the self-offering that Mother Clelia made to the Sacred Heart for the conversion of sinners and for the life of her institute. As St. John reminds us in his Gospel, if the grain of wheat fallen to the ground does not die, it remains alone. If, however, it dies, it produces much fruit. Mother Clelia's face depicts her between 45 and 50 years of age, during the years of the beauty and the maturity of her charism. Her peaceful expression is that of a face contemplating the purity and holiness of God, hence no longer a face that depicts the moment of death, but of resurrection, an expression of the charism. The positioning of the two hands is intentional. With one hand, she presses the crucifix to her heart, and the other rests on the constitutions, directing us to the chapter on the interior life. The first hand welcomes Christ, while the other gives us the charism. This gesture symbolizes the balance of the beauty of prayer and the concrete action of charity. The glass coffin has been placed on an altar. In the Bible, the altar is a place of offering and sacrifice. In this sense, Mother Clelia has become an offering pleasing to the Lord, and at the same time, she offers herself with Jesus in reparation for the sins of humanity. The spirituality of the Sacred Heart of Jesus is both oblative and doxological. Thus, Mother Clelia's self-oblation acquires value and meaning in the Eucharistic doxology, as she offers herself with Christ, in Christ, and for Christ. Her two bare feet that show through nylon socks bear witness that her body is intact. Her feet are in movement and represent the life of the apostle on a journey, in a hurry to carry the gospel of love and forgiveness to everyone along the streets of the world.